University professor is deported. Let's break it down. We have been hearing a lot of stories about how we're supposed to feel bad where a person that is here on a green card is deported after getting themselves tangled up with terrorist organizations, like everybody does. We talked about one case last week, like Mohammed Khalil. He organized protests and locked himself inside of university buildings instead of going to public universities to actually learn, which is the exact focus here and exactly the reason why he's actually in America to begin with, but whatever. If he would have said that he was going to organize protests and lock himself inside of university buildings on the green card application, then he would have got declined. But focusing on this for a second, this professor's name is Dr. Rusha Aliwa. The assistant professor in question has been in the United States since 2018, completing fellowships at Ohio State University, the University of Washington, and Yale University before joining Brown University, which was the university where she worked at before she got deported. She held a valid H-1B visa issued on March 11, 2025 for her role as an assistant professor and clinician educator. Despite its validity, her visa was canceled after authorities deemed her inadmissible due to alleged ties to Hezbollah and her allegedly going to one of the terrorist group members' funerals, which is just bad, illustrating that even a valid H-1B visa can be revoked. But what led to this incident? Well, on March 13, 2025, Aliwa was detained at Boston Logan International Airport, which is my airport, hello. Upon returning from a trip to Lebanon, United States Customs and Border Protection ZBP officers inspected her phone and discovered sympathetic photos and videos of prominent Hezbollah figures, including Hassan, I can't pronounce his last name, the former leader of Hezbollah, who was killed in a targeted strike by the United States. During interrogation, Aliwa admitted to attending leader's funeral on February 23, 2025 in Lebanon. She also acknowledged following the leader's teachings from a religious perspective, quote unquote, but denied political or military support for Hezbollah. But you're going to the guy's funeral, so it doesn't make any sort of sense. The story's not really lining up. However, authorities agreed with me and deemed her actions and materials as promoting extremist ideologies, rendering her inadmissible under the United States immigration law, which is within the rights of the United States because we cannot have an assistant professor teaching kids to look at terrorist leaders sympathetically.